Hello there, people of the internet. Cameron Pleasant here, back with another Pleasant Pop video. So Joker the movie hit just recently, and I've gone and seen this film, and I've got to admit, it's absolutely blown me away. This is an incredible film, an absolute masterpiece if you ask me. Now at the end of this video, I'm going to give this movie a good old ranking. So stick around for that. Now, this film is not a normal incarnation of the Joker. This isn't Joker Batman animated. This isn't Heath Ledger. So when people are saying that Joaquin Phoenix is better than Heath Ledger, I don't understand that. There's nothing to compare these characters to besides the fact that they are the Joker. Now, that's a fair thing to compare, I suppose, but they're both great in their own specific ways. Now, let's not get too in-depth onto that. I'm going to have an actual video that is for that subject exactly. We'll call it Heath Ledger versus Joaquin Phoenix. But for now, I want to give you a bit of a review on the film itself. So for starters, this is a very sad movie. This isn't the typical superhero movie that you're going around seeing all so often now. This is something different. This is something, in my personal opinion, is possibly better. Now, don't get me wrong. I love my superhero films. They're my favorite types of films. Up there with horror movies and action movies and all of that stuff. Superhero movies are some of my favorite stuff in general. But this is a nice change of tone. I love it. Like, there were films back when, like the Dark Knight trilogy, that were absolutely amazing. And I loved them because they were different to the standard. And they were solid movies which tried to base themselves more in our reality. Another movie you could potentially compare this to is Logan. Another movie that took itself extremely seriously, and Joker takes itself very seriously, and it doesn't mess around. This is a very serious film, and this is a very powerful film. Up there, as I said, with The Dark Knight and Logan. Now, I cannot call this a superhero movie though. So forgive anything that I've said before that. It is not a superhero movie, but what it is a character study on a comic book character, I suppose would be the best way to put it. For as far as we know, in this specific universe, there are no superpowers. Now, I know a lot of people are really hoping that we get an incarnation of Robert Pattinson's Batman with Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. I don't think this is going to happen. And personally, I don't think it should happen. Now, I'll tell you why. Now, Joker, the movie, has so much that it leaves you thinking about. So since I've watched the film, and this is going, I want to say 5 days ago, I saw the film. I have not stopped thinking about it. Because this movie, much like the Joker himself, is multiple choice. There are a lot of things going on in this movie. They don't always explain it to you properly. So, but that is done intentionally. It is an open-ended, it has a very open ending, which is up for a lot of interpretation, in fact. This movie can be interpreted any way that you choose to interpret it. But one way or the other, it is a psychological film that takes you in. It grabs you and it doesn't let go until the very end. And even when it's over, it's still got some hold on you because you still can't help but to think about it. And when I'm watching this film brings a lot of emotions into you. It makes you feel what Arthur Fleck is feeling. And he has got some really deep thoughts, and his mind is not a safe place to be. Not at all. Now, is this the best incarnation of the Joker? As I said before, this is an opinion sort of a thing. You can't I don't know if you can call it the best interpretation, but I definitely believe that this interpretation is going to be on the top of a lot of people's lists. Now, is it on the top of my list? It's hard to say, but he's definitely in the top 2. And that is saying a lot because I've had so many great actors play Joker over the years, and Joaquin Phoenix has just blown it out of the water, as I said before. Now, this movie feels extremely real. It is very based in our reality, and it is based in an older time in the 80s, which I think works well for it. It makes the film, you know, a film like this wouldn't work in our modern age, in my personal opinion, with all the smartphones and all that running around. So setting it in the 80s with less technology, less chance of like having people pull out their smartphones, it makes the movie feel better. And this film is great because of that. It is an extremely intelligent film. It is going to make you think. It is going to make you feel. It is going to make you do a lot of things. Just don't go out and kill someone because of it. Remember, this is a movie. It's going to make you feel some extremely strong feelings, but don't go out and try to be Arthur Fleck. He's a man who has a lot of screws loose in his head. And above all else, he is a movie character. But this movie is amazing, and I can barely express how great I think that it is. Now, as I said earlier in this video, I'm going to give this movie a ranking out of 10. All right. Is it 1? Is it 2? Is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, it's 10. I give this movie a solid 10. Now, I don't give many movies solid 10s, but this movie is a special kind of movie, and you have to watch it to understand. But this movie, in my personal opinion, in the year 2019, is the best comic book character movie of the year, without any doubt in my mind. And as I said before, it's not a superhero movie, but it's a comic book character. And I know there's been some great films that have come out this year. We've had Endgame, an amazing film. I loved it. Shazam was awesome. Godzilla, kind of not known for being a comic book character, but has been in comic books, and many more. But I rate Joker above them all because it made me feel more than any of those other films in a very real way. Now, I appreciate the view, ladies and gentlemen. If you like what you're seeing from this channel, give me a like. I really appreciate it, and it lets me know that I'm doing the right thing. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. I love to have new people join me, and we're going to have a lot of fun along the way. So let's do this together, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I've been Cameron Pleasant, and peace.